Every story begins with a storm, but this one begins with a girl. Her name? Wednesday Addams. Cold, sharp, unpredictable. On her very first day at school, she opens her locker and finds her brother stuffed inside. But instead of screaming, she smiles. The culprits are a group of boys at the swimming pool. Wednesday's revenge? Not punches, not words. She unleashes flesh-eating piranhas into the water. The boys scatter in terror, except one, who leaves the pool bleeding. In that moment, one thing was clear. Wednesday wasn't made for ordinary schools. Ordinary schools were made for her destruction. Her parents know this isn't the first time. She's been expelled from school after school. That's why they take her to Nevermore Academy, a place for outcasts like her. Werewolves, vampires, sirens, witches, kids with powers society can't handle. This is where Wednesday must now live. But even before she enters Nevermore, something dark stirs. In the nearby forest, a hunter is brutally slaughtered by a monster, his body ripped apart. The first warning: this academy hides secrets. At Nevermore, Wednesday meets her new roommate, Enid Sinclair, a colorful werewolf who loves rainbows, gossip, and TikTok dances. The complete opposite of Wednesday, who only loves silence and the color black. Her father calls her a living corpse. Her mother warns her, "You'll never escape." But Wednesday, with her cold eyes, vows, "I will." Soon she discovers a hand crawling around her room. Thing, sent by her father to spy on her. But Wednesday makes it her ally instead. Thing will now become her secret partner. Wednesday quickly realizes the academy isn't safe. A deadly monster stalks the forest, tearing people apart. And her vision's strange, uncontrollable flashes of the future are showing her deaths before they happen. In class, in races, in daily school life, Wednesday clashes with everyone. She humiliates bullies, competes against Bianca the Siren Queen Bee, and solves riddles hidden under statues. Her intelligence makes her unstoppable, but also dangerous. But when a mysterious boy warns her that she is part of a prophecy that says Wednesday will one day destroy the academy and the world, the story takes a darker turn. Episode 1 ends with Wednesday realizing two things. The monster in the woods is real, and somehow, it just spared her life. The questions are chilling. Why didn't it kill her? And what destiny is waiting for Wednesday Addams at Nevermore Academy? Wednesday. Episode 2. The episode begins in the dark forest, where police gather around a gruesome sight. Another hunter, torn apart by the mysterious monster. This is the third brutal killing near Nevermore. The danger is real, and getting closer. Back at the academy, Wednesday is settling into her new life, if you can call it settling. Her roommate Enid fills the room with pinks and rainbows. Wednesday rips it all down, covering her side in black. To her, color is chaos. Silence is peace. But peace never lasts. Wednesday's strange psychic visions return. She sees glimpses of death and destruction, but can't fully understand them. These visions terrify others, yet Wednesday embraces them. For her, pain is curiosity. Death is fascinating. Soon after, a near-death accident almost crushes Wednesday when a statue topples toward her. She's saved at the last second by Xavier Thorpe, a mysterious boy with artistic powers. But instead of thanking him, Wednesday coldly replies, "Don't expect gratitude. You've robbed me of a possible death." Later, she discovers the crawling hand in her room. Thing, originally sent to spy on her by her father. Wednesday twists the situation. "Work for me, or I'll lock you in a drawer forever." Thing agrees. From now on, the outcast girl and the disembodied hand become an unlikely team. But Wednesday isn't done rebelling. When the principal forces her to attend therapy, she escapes, with Thing's help slipping out the window. As she runs, she bumps into a man, and in a sudden vision, she sees his death. A horrific accident that will leave him with a broken neck. She says nothing. Wednesday doesn't warn people about death. She watches it unfold. Later, she visits a local coffee shop, where she meets a young waiter named Tyler. Her first human connection outside Nevermore. Tyler helps her, though he doesn't fully understand the darkness she carries. But trouble follows. A group of boys harass her. Wednesday fights back with her cold precision, teaching them a violent lesson. It's the first time we see how merciless she can be, even against humans. Meanwhile, police continue investigating the monster attacks. Wednesday insists she saw a boy killed by the creature. But when the police check, no body is found. The boy appears alive. Everyone begins to doubt her. The principal warns the police not to trust Wednesday's fits and visions. But Wednesday knows what she saw. The monster is real. It's collecting body parts. And now, she suspects someone inside the academy is hiding the truth. The episode closes with Wednesday sharpening her focus. Her roommate may annoy her. Her parents may spy on her. But Wednesday, Addams has a mission now: to uncover the monster of Nevermore, and to solve the riddle of why her visions show death, but no one believes her. Wednesday. Episode 3. The episode opens with Wednesday sitting quietly, playing her cello in the dead of night. Her music isn't soft. It's haunting, echoing across the campus of Nevermore. This is Wednesday's way of speaking without words. But beneath the calm, danger is growing. In the town of Jericho, the locals whisper about the recent killings. They don't trust the academy. They believe Nevermore's freaks are responsible. Meanwhile, at school, Wednesday is forced into an annual tradition. When the race begins, chaos erupts. Boats crash. Students sabotage each other. Siren songs echo across the water, luring teams into traps. But Wednesday? She planned everything. Using Thing and her sharp intellect, she manipulates the race. Enemies try to sink her boat, but she anticipates every move. Her crew rows fiercely, and in the end, Wednesday wins the cup. But her victory is more than a trophy. She proves that she can outsmart the entire academy. Even the queen bee, Bianca, is forced to acknowledge her. Later, Wednesday sneaks away to investigate the monster. She's convinced the killings aren't random. Her visions show her flashes of blood, claws, and an ancient book. But who controls the beast? Is it someone at Nevermore? Or is the monster working alone? In town, she gets closer to Tyler. He helps her find secret files, old drawings, and town records. Wednesday doesn't call it friendship, but deep down she is beginning to use alliances. Because even Wednesday Addams knows, to hunt a monster, sometimes you need more than one set of eyes. Episode 3. The episode begins with an unusual sight. Wednesday, the Queen of Gloom, is being asked to attend the Raven Dance, Nevermore's biggest social event. Glitter, dresses, music and dancing, everything Wednesday despises. Enid begs her to go. Bianca mocks her, saying she'd never survive a party. But Wednesday has her own plan. If she attends the dance, she can investigate the students more closely. Someone here knows about the monster. Meanwhile, her visions grow sharper. She sees blood on white dresses, screaming faces, and shattered glass. A warning that tonight, tragedy will strike. At the dance, Enid shines in rainbow colors. Bianca arrives like royalty. And then Wednesday steps in. Black dress, black shoes, black soul. While others sway to pop music, Wednesday performs her own strange, jerky, gothic dance. Wild eyes, sharp hands, and chaotic rhythm. The crowd can't look away. Some laugh. Some stare. It reaches its peak. Disaster strikes. Buckets of red paint pour from the ceiling, splashing across the students. At first, it looks like a cruel prank. But then, the fire alarms trigger. Water floods the dance floor, mixing with the red paint. The room looks like a bloodbath. Screams fill the hall. Students panic. And Wednesday? She stands still, drenched in red, whispering, "I saw this in my vision." But the true terror is still outside. In the forest, the monster prowls again. Claws slash trees. Eyes glow in the dark. And Wednesday realizes, this blood isn't just a prank. It's a message. Someone wants her to know. The killings are far from over. The episode closes with Wednesday's voice, cold and determined. If death is coming, I'll meet it halfway. Episode 5. The episode begins with an unexpected twist. It's Parents' Weekend at Nevermore. For the first time, we see Wednesday's parents, Morticia and Gomez Addams, return to the academy. Elegant, dramatic, and just as mysterious as their daughter. But this reunion isn't filled with hugs. Wednesday greets them with her usual icy glare. She doesn't want family drama. Yet secrets buried in her family's past are about to resurface. The police suddenly arrive at Nevermore. Their focus? Gomez Addams. Years ago, a man was killed at the academy. And now, new evidence suggests Gomez was the murderer. The cheerful father, always smiling, is taken into custody. Wednesday is furious. She refuses to believe her father is guilty. She begins her own investigation, determined to prove Gomez's innocence. Her visions return, this time showing flashes of the night in question. A sword fight, blood on the ground, a body collapsing. The victim was a man obsessed with Morticia. But who struck the final blow? Wednesday digs deeper into school records, police reports, and old journals. She confronts Principal Weems, who seems to know more than she admits. She questions Morticia, who finally confesses. It wasn't Gomez who killed the man. It was her. Morticia delivered the fatal strike to protect Gomez. But Gomez, out of love, took the blame. For the first time, Wednesday sees her parents not just as overdramatic figures, but as a couple who would sacrifice everything for each other, even their freedom. Eventually, with Wednesday's sharp deductions, Gomez is cleared of charges. The family is reunited. Though Wednesday refuses to show affection, she quietly admits to things. I suppose I inherited more from my parents than I care to admit. But the warmth of family quickly fades. Wednesday remembers the prophecy she's been warned about. Episode Shesh. The episode opens with Wednesday waking up on her birthday. But unlike normal people, she despises the idea of celebrating. Enid tries to surprise her with balloons and cake. Wednesday pops the balloons with a knife and stares at the cake like it's poison. But the day doesn't stay quiet for long. The secret society of Nevermore, the Nightshades, finally reveals itself. A hidden group of elite students, sworn to protect the school. Xavier is part of it, and now, Wednesday is invited. Inside a dusty library hidden behind a statue, the Nightshades welcome her, but Wednesday doesn't bow or thank them. She simply says, "Secret societies disgust me, but they're useful." Meanwhile, her visions grow violent. She sees a pilgrim from centuries ago, a man named Joseph Crackstone, who once tried to wipe out all outcasts. Her visions show that Crackstone's hatred didn't die with him. His legacy still haunts Nevermore. In Jericho, Wednesday and Tyler grow closer. He helps her sneak into archives, break locks, and uncover old town records. That night, the Academy throws a surprise birthday party for Wednesday. Students cheer, music plays, gifts are given, but Wednesday doesn't smile. To her, this isn't joy, it's distraction. Then, chaos strikes. As students laugh, a scream pierces the night. A body is found, torn apart by the monster. The attacks are getting closer and more brutal. Wednesday rushes into the forest, chasing clues. Her visions show her the monster's face distorted, terrifying, almost human. She realizes it's not just a creature, it's someone's transformation. A hide. And someone is controlling it. Episode See Them. The episode begins with Wednesday more determined than ever. She now knows the truth. The monster is a hide, a human who transforms into a beast. But a hide never acts alone. It always has a master who controls it. Her prime suspect? Xavier. He always appears near the crime scenes. He draws the monster in his sketchbook before anyone else sees it. And worst of all, he refuses to explain why. Wednesday confronts him, cold and merciless. You paint what you see, and you see death before it happens. How convenient. Xavier defends himself, but suspicion hangs heavy. Meanwhile, her bond with Tyler deepens. They share moments of laughter, awkward for her, normal for him. And in a rare glimpse of humanity, Wednesday allows herself to kiss him. For one, her visions strike again. She sees blood, chains, and betrayal. Someone close to her is not who they seem. With things help, she sneaks into Xavier's secret art studio. The walls are filled with sketches of the hide. Every claw, every victim, every transformation. It feels like undeniable proof. The police arrive, tipped off by someone unknown. Xavier is arrested, dragged away in handcuffs. He shouts he's innocent, but to everyone else, the case seems solved. Yet Wednesday feels no triumph. Her instincts whisper, it was too easy. And Wednesday Addams never trusts easy answers. That night, a shocking betrayal unfolds. Her closest ally is attacked, stabbed, and left for dead. Wednesday rushes to save him, desperate, panicked. The first time we see true emotion in her. With Enid and others, she barely saves things life. She whispers through gritted teeth, "If I ever needed a reason to kill, they just gave me one." The episode closes with Wednesday standing at Xavier's empty cell, a storm raging inside her mind. If Xavier isn't the hide, then who is? And worse, who controls it? Her voice echoes coldly. The master is still out there, and they're closer than I ever imagined. Wednesday facing her darkest hour. Her suspects have collapsed. Her allies are in danger, and her prophecy of bringing death to Nevermore feels closer than ever. But Wednesday Addams doesn't surrender. She sharpens her focus. If the monster wears a human face, I'll rip off the mask myself. At last, the truth begins to surface. Through visions and investigation, Wednesday discovers a chilling fact. The hide's master isn't a student. It's someone she least expected. Miss Thornhill, the warm and friendly botany teacher, the woman who always seemed kind, is actually hiding pure evil. Her real name? Laurel Gates. She belongs to the Gates family, long thought dead. A family sworn to wipe out all outcasts, and now, she's using the hide to finish the job. Laurel performs a dark ritual, resurrecting Joseph Crackstone, the ancient pilgrim who once vowed to destroy all outcasts. Crackstone rises from his tomb, filled with rage and fire. Nevermore itself trembles under his power. But Wednesday is no ordinary girl. With Thing Enid and her unlikely allies, she fights back. Enid finally transforms into her full werewolf form, tearing through enemies with raw power. Bianca strikes with her siren skills. Even Xavier, once accused, joins the fight. And Wednesday, she faces Crackstone head-on. With sword in hand and fury in her eyes, she stabs the resurrected monster through the heart, ending his crusade once and for all. Laurel Gates is captured. Tyler, in chains, growls like the beast he island. The hide is defeated, at least for now. As Nevermore rebuilds, Wednesday reflects. She solved the mystery. She saved the academy. But victory doesn't bring peace. A mysterious message arrives on her new phone. Photos of her, secretly taken. A warning. Someone is still watching. Someone still wants her dead. Wednesday Addams closes the season with her voice, dark and unshaken. The monster is gone, but the game isn't over. It never island.